for the Snap Report with...
What up, though? This is the Shop Reports After Dark show. And I, of course, am your host with the most, none other than Double J. And I'm going to bring my guy, D Gully from the CO Lum Bus, to the stage. Talk to me. What's going on?
What is going on, people? What is going on? We out here reflecting upon a great week of college football. If you're if you didn't have a bye week or you're Indiana.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so right now we're rehashing it by way of NCAA Game Breaker 2001. And I can tell you right now, me manning the Ohio State Buckeyes is looking about like he did on New Year's Eve. That being said, Double J, how you doing, man?
I'm hanging in there, man. I mean, I'll simplify the story. I went to Fort Wayne in 2003, and of course, given your regional programming on a Saturday afternoon, IU was on the television.
Yeah,
and they still had the kind of that old school AstroTurf on the field at that point in time. And I remember saying to myself, it's kind of sad that they'll never be good. To me, it was more so like in the sense of that the blue blood, right? The climate of how teams became powerhouses. And it used to bother me. Like, this is right on the heels of a run that Urban Meyer would have with Utah.
Right.
And, ultimately everybody would leave for the better opportunity.
Right.
Peter Green. Pete's haven't heard a peep from O State fans since Wednesday morning.
Been quiet, ain't it, Pete?
Real
quiet.
OH.
No, I said what I said, Pete. Remember what I said, what I've been saying, Pete? What we've been dealing with? What happened? Now, in the case of Ohio State, I'm suggesting that let me back up for a second. The extended rest is a primary catalyst for why the top four are now 1-7 in the expanded college football playoff format. The one exception being this year, being Indiana, who looks poised to run it all. And I think the reason why Indiana's poised to run it all is because that coach is bucking the system. I think he's the exception to the rule. In all three cases this year, and the three examples of the bye week teams getting sent home early, I think the rest makes them lethargic. I think the rest gives them too long. If I talk specifically about Ohio State, I think it's about the intangibles. I think the long rest only did them worse because they had to rue over showing up short or coming up short in the Big Ten championship. So they had to sit with what they didn't do well for 3 weeks, knowing that what they did prepare for didn't work. You follow what I'm saying? It's too long. They couldn't turn the page. The book wasn't going to turn but so fast. They couldn't turn the page fast enough. And they were exposed and exploited and had no opportunity to game plan or work on what would have worked in order to fix it. In Indiana's case, what they did worked because it won them a championship, so they don't have to do course corrections. They can sit for 3 weeks knowing that what they've done worked. Ohio State last year didn't have that opportunity because the loss to Michigan forfeited them the ability to play in the Big Ten championship. So they did have to turn the page. Okay, so what about Indiana's case, Pete? That's what I'm saying. Think of Indiana's case. Indiana, what they did work. Indiana is truly. I'm surprised that Indiana Hoosier football is top tier because you just never really hear of it historically. Like when is another year or another era where Indiana was one of the teams to beat? Remember, in Ohio State's 2002 championship year, Indiana did come close to knocking them, giving them that one loss. I think that was a real close game that came down to a late touchdown. But aside from that, when has Indiana been historically a prestigious program or a top 10, top 5 program? It's just never hear of it. So that's why it's strange to hear. Not to say that because historically they ain't never been good, that they ain't gonna be good here, that they're overrated now. No, I'm just saying it's still a pleasant surprise. When have we ever talked about Indiana in the conversation for longer than this season? All right. That being said, Indiana's probably the team to beat going forward. They might be the national champions because of the way they prepare and because of the presence that coach prepares that team and the way that they approach the game. Going back to it, Ohio State lost last year versus Michigan, forfeited them the ability to play in the Big Ten championship. And they had to sit on it. They got right back to work, and they had to correct because their backs were against the wall because for the 4th straight year at that point, they had lost to Michigan. This year, beat Michigan, lost in the Big Ten championship to a team that knows what they're doing. They had to sit for 3.5 weeks knowing what they didn't work without opportunity to really implement corrections. How did the game plan look? How did they play? What happened? Right? P said it. He said cupcake schedule, they faced an elite team like Miami. That may very well be true. Fact remains, they had elite competition. They had 3 weeks of guesswork. Because what they did the last time they showed up on the field didn't work. That is not the case for Indiana. Indiana had 3 weeks to be able to say, yeah, what we did worked because we them boys. How about Ole Miss? Ole Miss in Georgia. Right? Ole Miss is supposed to be in disarray. That tells you, first of all, how well Lane Kiffin developed the team and how well they developed the team under Lane Kiffin because they can win without him because they got a chip on their shoulder, perhaps maybe a championship on their shoulder if they depending on how this thing shakes out.
You got Pete weighing in. He said, "True." I'm just saying, y'all had a chance against Miami. Y'all O-line did y'all dirty. Miami was going to run against y'all regardless.
Yes, he says y'all. Listen, I'm from Cleveland. Okay. Let it be known. I live here. I love it here. So I'm from
it's A-okay with me.
So y'all, remember, y'all, I get it. Okay. All right, y'all. Yeah, that's right. I know he a Buffalo Bills fans, but Josh Allen ain't playing college football no more, Pete. All right. Y'all need to worry about what y'all gonna do on Sundays because this is y'all's year. And it better not be another year of y'all going home early, considering the ghost, the bane in your side, the saber tooth to your Wolverine is not here this year. So, y'all, yeah, I'm deflecting, Pete. Yes, I'm deflecting. But
yeah, you went left with that one.
I digress. Sure. Let me continue replicating what happened last Monday.
I will say this, obviously, 1-7 speaks volumes.
Yes.
It reemphasizes my point about getting, again, move this thing a week back, right? We have week 0. We'll just call that week 1 from now on. Also, nobody's mad about games that are in 75 and sunny, right?
Right.
So we'll take that all day long as from a fan vantage point. But then as far as moving forward, expand this thing out. So let me ask you this. So let me pivot real quick. Would Notre Dame have performed any better than Alabama did with the potential number 1 pick? Notre Dame versus Indiana.
No, man, no, because I'm not about to say that Indiana didn't deserve to be there and they didn't show up. Indiana did exactly what they did. Okay, all right, hold on. Fared better or won? What does it matter if they not win? Would they have fared better? Perhaps. Would they have beaten Indiana? No. So okay, we would have got a more spirited game. Who cares? I don't care about blowouts for real, especially when the team blowing out the other team, especially when you talk about the Big Ten historically showing up weak against the SEC, blowing out the SEC team.
No. Whoa. Where's my Zach Morris? Timeout. Ever since this format has changed,
yeah,
actually going back really since 2019, I'll go as far as that and say the SEC versus the Big Ten you started to see a little bit of a paradigm shift as far as the percentages go with just overall bowl records and then head to head. Now, and this is something I said in August, I felt the SEC had a bunch of good teams, but they lacked great teams. Whereas the Big Ten may not have, may lack at the bottom, right? That consistency. But
right.
And was
top. But it still takes face-to-face matchups for that to ring true.
But this is to your point, and to that very exact point. This is why, to me, it needs to be expanded. It needs
to be expanded.
Yes, because I don't want teams to get punished. Like what we're talking about right now, as far as Notre Dame not being in and Alabama being in, is largely off of the fact that Notre Dame played Miami and lost.
Okay.
Right. So to me, what I do not want to have is, to Pete's point that he made earlier, talking about Ohio State, was cupcakes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he's saying, who y'all got winning it all? Indiana, I think, will beat Miami. Ole Miss playing off some Remember the Titan-ish.
Yeah.
This is a Disney movie. They're losing against Miami, though.
Wait a minute. So Ole Miss has Miami. Indiana has Oregon?
Correct. Now, remember, our host, who's not present, of course.
Don't say it like that. Like he ain't had. Don't say it like that.
No, I'm doing that.
Don't play him like that. Don't play our host barbershop like that. He been holding it down. He's not present today.
Oregon all the time.
Say again.
He is a big Oregon hater.
Yeah. He don't think.
Let us not forget, IU barely made it out of there.
Yep.
We just saw what happened in the rematch, right? Craig drove off when Debo said it's the rematch.
Yeah.
So these guys can't do that.
Right. Right.
Do you see it going any differently?
I see. Hold on. I see myself getting this first down. Oh, I need this first down.
Ooh.
Because I've still got to get used to my controllers, man. I gotta.
Here we go with the controllers.
It is, man. It is, bro. I gotta. You know how I'm running this. I gotta get used to the controllers.
Pete said, "My bad, D. I meant no disrespect. Don't be passive aggressive. We talking college sports."
Oh, God.
No, Notre Dame would have got smoked too.
Turnover on downs.
Man, I look. Speaking of Miami, I think Miami has 2 or 3 defensive players that are ranked in the top 15 or projection for this upcoming draft.
Yeah.
I wasn't impressed by the offense, and I haven't been all season.
Right. Ooh, stuffed them.
When it comes to IU, if everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon, that's fine with me. But know this, IU's defense is nobody is higher rated than a 3-star.
No, for IU's defense.
Correct. Whereas there's 3 top 15 picks on Miami's end.
Okay. So you saying this, would it be, are you predicting it to be a slugfest or like a chess match? Like an ugly game being played?
Nobody's really made, like in the games where any quarterback is uncomfortable, and in particular the way that Bain has been able to get to the quarterback, IU struggled. And
Gotcha.
as anemic as that offense looks, the fact of the matter is Carson Beck's he's been here and he's done it.
Yeah.
So a game manager offense can be efficient. It's just, again, historically, we've only seen it once, really, with that high-flying offense that has been successful and just kind of ran the table. And I'm referring, of course, to, the greatest show on turf.
Gotcha.
But I will salute this one thing, and it pains me to do it with IU, is that Cignetti is doing what you're attempting to do in that video game, which is saying I can win here in this. Otherwise,
I did hold him to a field goal. So it's now 10-0. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have you start playing. You might have to get some reps in these games, man, before we start going live, bro.
Yeah. It's all right. Hey, listen, here's the deal. I'm not afraid. You can see the beginnings, right? So when I'm excellent at third at 30-year-old games again, you know what I mean? Then come holler at you. All right. I gotta hurry up, get to the line. Go.
Yeah. So for me, Gully, any thoughts to answer Pete's question? Who you got in this thing? You ducked that too.
Yeah, I did. I ducked that. I did. I got Indiana, Ole Miss in the national title.
Really?
Yeah, Indiana, Ole Miss in the national title.
You got to explain yourself.
Like you said, what did you see from Miami offensively that impressed you?
Nothing.
Exactly. Oh.
But what about the defense?
Defensively, hold on. Let me try to get this together. I need to make some stuff shake. Oh. I did press the wrong button.
A halfback toss?
I just pressed the wrong button again. I keep pressing the wrong buttons. It's 4th and 18. I'm doing it, bro, because I'm doing it. I'm
4th and 18 from where?
I don't know. Probably like my 30.
Pete, he may have the cool games, but there's a reason he ain't even inviting me. He's struggling out rookie mode.
Hey, man. You do it. You fire this up and you do it.
No. I'm here to narrate. And
yeah. Yeah. I just got to get the controls together, man. There's something that's lost in translation. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Oh, I think that's McGahee too, man.
It had to have been.
Yeah, it's McGahee, bro.
Who was dragging you?
McGahee, yeah, he
like a sled drill.
Yeah, right. He put my guys on skates and send them around the rink.
Pete said Ole Miss didn't do anything until the 4th quarter. That's not happening against Miami. And see this, I agree with him.
All right,
I get it.
Ole Miss didn't do anything until the 4th quarter. So Pete likes Miami versus he like Miami versus who? Miami versus Indiana in the
Yeah, Pete, who do you got? Wait a minute now. I think he's got Miami running the table.
Yeah.
We'll wait for
Convenient.
confirmation on that. But
You see
there's a
something-
confidence there. There's a little bit of a swag and a chip on his shoulder here. That sounds familiar.
Yeah.
I'm just shocked when I have a feeling Barbershop J, however, if they do fulfill that, will end up with a national championship shirt or some kind of merch.
Yeah, he probably, he still got some back in these days when it was the U,
He's
baby, the U.
Oh,
Oh boy, look, it was part of his online moniker and everything. The U. Oh man, you would have thought. Listen, you would have thought he was on the squad, bro. You would have thought he played slot receiver for them.
Oh,
that's how much he was in the bag for them.
And there's a reason we have Uncle Luke here.
I'm terrible, bro. I'm absolutely terrible.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find you another game, bro.
I just got to get this controller right. There's a translation issue. Oh, yeah. See, I gotta get these. Once I fix that translation issue, then I'll be fine. That's what's happening, bro.
So, contrary to what we thought, Pete said, I said Indiana will beat Miami. See, so he's going with it's the offense. I mean, I think they are a complete team, but the Saban, the aspects of his recruiting, like now that I got a little bit via an interview that I had seen with him about kind of the intensity and kind of understanding their background and their motivations, their whys, right?
Right.
I know that's something Coach Prime had mentioned prior or in the past as well.
Oh, 4th and 8. Oh, fumble. Go, pick it up. Go. Yeah. On 4th and 8. Got it done. Got it done. I don't even know what I'm doing, bro. Oh, he picked
So let's see. In 2002, what was that final? Or was that? Let's see.
Put him on the back. Yeah. Oh, we cooking now. 17-0. We cooking now.
See, Pete, I'm going more that type of score, 31-24 type of score.
Heavyweight bout.
I think offensively, IU they have a ton of weapons, and they have depth at the running back position. The fact he was able to do that as quickly, like he's got his JMU kid as the backup, and he looks great. So I just, I don't know. Based on what I saw, and for me, I couldn't tell you, between the two, but 31-24.
31-24, Miami. Y'all, what you saying? 31-24, Miami.
You know how much it pains me to potentially say that the school that's a rival to my school is going to be a national champion. I don't know if I can say that.
I don't know why you can't say it. I got cracked. Look at this. Bam! Ooh, I got cracked. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I got correct. 31-21.
Yep,
hey, that's
literally.
a great album by Prince, by the way. It really is.
Dearly beloved.
I see Uncle Luke up in the corner. So the rival to your school. So you picking the Hoosiers. You a closeted Hoosier fan.
No.
Look at you picking the Hoosiers.
I was accepted to both schools, and one of the factors that has potentially backfired was, when you think Purdue, you had Breeze, you had, Kyle Orton, of course, Rod Woodson, so on and so forth, right? They were competitive, and then they've also been very non-competitive.
Right.
And I always felt like we were on the look, we have a top 5 basketball team that needs to get over the hump for sure, but I never imagined
That's what I said. That's what I led with. I never imagined that we'd be talking Indiana Hoosier football in a football national champion. You would sooner in any given year, you would sooner tell me that Hoosier basketball would be there.
No, in my opinion, we can't say they suck. If they're
No,
the
we
national
can't.
champ, no. At that point, it's got to go. At that point, we need to say we suck.
Does that friend share the same mirror as you, Mrs. Alva?
Oh, the friend?
Yeah. Does the friend share does the friend share the same mirror?
Oh, wrong friend. I'm thinking of the other friend.
I threw the ball back. I
What
pitched
was
it
that?
the wrong way. I'm telling you, man, these controls, bro. It's 30
You
to
try
nothing.
running the option backwards?
Yeah, bro. I pressed the wrong button. I'm telling you, man, there's a control stick issue, bro.
Gully, it is you. Oh
I
my!
gotta figure this out. We gotta take a TV time. I gotta figure this out because I'm telling you, without these controls, it's all lost. I'm not pressing the right buttons.
You're gonna get us kicked off live TV.
No, I'm not, man. This is entertaining, bro. People listen. Remember, people see me doing it wrong and they fire it up and get it done right, and they go and they talk major trash. This is what's happening. Listen, I'm a jobber right now. I'm a jobber right now. I'm compelling everyone to be. I'm enhancement talent. Okay.
A jobber has intent.
I do. I'm intending.
You're not intentionally losing. We're not buying that.
Listen here. I said what I said. Okay. I said what I said.
Speaking of, it's fourth quarter, 13-3.
Oh,
Seattle in San Francisco.
What's the score?
13-3.
Who's up?
Seattle is.
Wow. Hey, so yeah. So who to thunk it, right? And then this here, that right there is this is this the wait a minute, this is for top seed in the NFC, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, we got about 50 seconds to halftime here, and we'll take a break with them, let them figure it out, because this is a rough go.
Listen, I got a pass interference penalty. I'm going to accept that.
Absolutely. You need to get some points on the board before halftime. Otherwise,
oh, it's over. It's pat. Oh, yeah. I can see what I can do about that. I pressed the wrong button again. He did a half. Hey, this is I'm using Stefanski offense.
Oh, no truer words have been spoken.
I think I pressed the wrong button again.
Do you think he gets dismissed tomorrow?
Oh, go. Oh. Does he get dismissed after tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they made him pick old boy, so maybe not. Yes, he gets dismissed tomorrow. Yeah, he does. They
what
go
about Andrew Berry?
Huh?
Andrew Berry.
I think they both get dismissed.
Wow. Okay. Clean house.
I don't think it's fair at all because I don't think it's fair. You asking me objectively versus subjectively. Objectively, I think they get dismissed. Subject to what they negotiated and what they negotiated for. Okay. I don't think that both of them should be fired, but I don't think that both of them should be fired. I think if you move Stefanski, that makes sense, and but you keep the GM, but then so much of it looks bad that you want that clean slate. Somebody's like, I think Andrew Berry is more of a casualty of that. Remember, the league wanted, or not say the league, but the Browns wanted a quarterback of Deshaun Watson's caliber. To negotiate a means to be able to get that done was phenomenal, right? At least in terms of being able to get that done. Now, how it panned out, total disaster, so to speak. Then the ability to renegotiate that deal to save room on the salary cap. Remember, you brought this up last year, the way they before the start of the season. I think they converting much of that guaranteed money into a signing bonus, freeing up a tremendous amount of cap space. Now you can still build the team so it's not a complete wreck that it looked like when Deshaun Watson was not, when his play wasn't living up, when he wasn't playing as desired, if you will. Again, no fault of his own, but.
All right. Well, if you were in charge, I'm gonna let you a second here. We'll take a break, but to think about it, if you were in charge, okay, if those moves occur, what do you do at the quarterback position?
SK Cunningham, you watching the Shop Report. I'm Army Diallo, and you watching the Shop Report.
It's Chris Ray, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Oh, you're Jay Knight, you're watching the Shop Report.
It's Braxton Key, you're dropping in on the Shop Report.
Barbershop Jay, Quentin Hines, Super Bowl champion. I'm ready. Let's do it. I'm on.
Hi, I'm Mars Edwards from Mercury Stadium, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hey, I'm Billy Butler, and thank you for watching the Shop Report. Hey guys, I'm Les Norman, former Kansas City Royal, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Commander Brown, Detroit Rivers Mountain Training, and I'm watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
I'm Matt Ramos, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? I'm Rajay Davis, and you're watching the Shop Report.
How you doing? This is Nelson Figueroa, former Major League pitcher with a lot of teams. You're about to listen to the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Howard Johnson. You're watching the Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to the Shop Report podcast. Yeah!
Hey, I'm Josh Tolley, former catcher of the New York Mets, and you're watching the Shop Report.
This is Edgardo Alfonso for the Mets, and you're listening to Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doc Gooden, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hello, this is Mike Hampton, and you're watching Shop Report.
Okay, Cunningham, and you're watching the Shop Report.
Hey, C.O. Moore, tune in live to the Shop Report, man. Checking in with the Chicago Bears. You heard it here first.
Hey, this is Herman R.D., former NFL offensive lineman with the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. And you're listening to the Shop Report.
This is Josh Cribbs, three-time NFL Pro Bowler, all-decade return specialist. And you're listening to the Shop Report.
Cleo Miller, former Cleveland Browns, and you're listening to the Shop Report.
Hi, this is Dick Ambrose. You're listening to the Shop Report, and go Brown.
Hey, this is the top dog, Hanford Dixon. Listen to the Shop Report.
This is Ernest Viner, and you are listening to the Shop Report.
Hey everybody, Jimmy Has from Cleveland Browns, and I can tell you my favorite podcast is the Shop Report.
That's right. You heard it here first.
Yep, we're gonna get it together.
Favorite podcast. All right, Gully. I gave you a second here on Gully Plays Games.
Yeah.
Tries games.
Right.
Because they just Alabama or Alabama or Alabama. I don't know. Anyway, what's next in for the Cleveland Browns if they named you the successor specifically at the quarterback position with Shedeur Sanders and a outrageous contract in the name of Deshaun Watson?
I'm keeping man, you can't keep them both.
You're keeping them both.
I don't know that you can.
Can you the fan base is on the verge of mutiny.
Well, yeah, because they got a problem. You can't move. Listen, you can't move Deshaun Watson's contract. You see, I think the league it goes back to the thing that we don't want to mention anymore. See, the league created a problem for themselves because they made Deshaun Watson toxic. Now, where the opportunity presents itself to pick him up, The league made him toxic, so now it makes it bad for the league to get him to move him anywhere.
So if you could cut him, right? Leverage the fact that you're paying fifth round money for Shedeur and essentially bite the bullet to some capacity.
How long you got to bite that bullet for?
Just
1 year or the remainder of the
almost
contract?
like you're paying it. What's that?
How right? So it would be like Russell Wilson to the Steelers when he left Denver, right?
Correct.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know what, you have to, you would have to do something because, all right, you have to do something because Shedeur Sanders is proving that he deserves the time to develop. And if you handcuff him another year and Deshaun Watson doesn't perform as desired, then you've really set your franchise back even further. Stating the obvious. The hard thing to do would be to move Deshaun Watson.
Do you think he plays fair and just restructures where, because he's owed $46 million for the next 2 years?
Restructures who? For Cleveland or for another destination?
No, for Cleveland, because if they send him elsewhere, the other team can cut him, and that it can void his deal.
Well, if he restructures, that only helps the franchise, right? There's no value added benefit for Deshaun Watson, right? Now you look sleepy, Double J. I think he froze up.
Repeat.
I said, let's see if this works out. All right. Let me see if I got this together now. I think I got myself together.
Excuses. Okay. Did you change teams?
No. No, I think I got my controller. I got my controller set up correctly. No, I don't.
Still 31-0.
Yeah. It's gonna remain that because I don't think my controller correct still. Uh-oh. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. But no, there was no value added benefit for Deshaun Watson. Restructuring.
Yeah. Boy, oh boy. I would say this. Yeah, you may have
flea flicker. Oh, tip.
Oof. You know, this game
it's short. It's short. Oh no, it ain't short. I am getting flamed, bro.
Dude, 34-0.
34-0. I got to get these controls together, man. Once I get these controls together, once I figure it out, then I'll be fine, bro. Just fundamentally not pressing the right buttons. Ooh, whew, stuck. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens.
Quick update here 5.5 minutes remaining. It is 13-3 still. It looks
Who's got
like,
the ball? Who's got possession?
Looked like they were in the red zone. Looked like they were going to score a timely interception.
Ooh. It's a dogfight. Hey, what happened? Can you give us an update about Tampa Bay versus Carolina?
That's right. Tampa Bay was victorious.
Really?
Yep. So now there's those questions. Do you move on from Bryce Young? Now, it's not set in stone yet. It depends on Atlanta versus the Atlanta game tomorrow. If Atlanta wins, then Carolina does go through.
Okay. If Atlanta wins, Carolina makes it to the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they're at home versus the 6-10 Saints.
What a catch. What a catch. What a circus catch. No, why would Tuesday? I don't know, man. This is second season, right?
For Dave Canales?
No, for Bryce Young.
No, this is like year 4, dude.
This is 4 for real? You sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's got to be because that means so wait a minute, or is this his third? Because Chase Daniel's second. No, this Chase Daniel's second year.
Chase Daniel.
Yeah, from Washington. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He had a phenomenal rookie season last year, right?
So this is Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels.
Chase Daniels. The quarterback from Missouri.
My bad.
Years and years ago.
Sorry.
This was year 3 for Bryce Young and year 2 for Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, year 3 for you move on from him after year 2? At the year 3? Nah, man, you don't. You don't, because you're already on the cusp of a playoff, right?
True.
You're already on the cusp of a playoff. As tough as that division is, I don't think you move on from them. I think you give them another year because I think they can build on this.
Are we building on this drive?
Listen, it's 30-17, right? All right. We got something. Dude. I think we fixed some of our controller issues. Oh, fumble. Oh no, he might go to the house. He might go to the house. He might just take it to the house. Ooh, boy. Man.
Dude, they're putting a whooping on.
Oh gosh, look at this. I mean, just straight, no protection. It just no. Insult to injury. Am I playing game breaker or blitz? It's 40-0, folks.
Bruh. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, bro. My control sticks ain't. I'm telling you, man. Once I fix these controllers, man.
You need to fix that offensive line. That's the controller for that.
Look, man, listen, we're gonna get this together. I promise you, we're gonna get this together. But again, we're gonna get this together sooner than the CFP will fix the scheduling issue. Well, no, I think they might fix that. I think this week 0 situation may in fact come. Yeah, I think this week 0 situation, there's some merit to that. Because how do you attribute the trend? Like, really, did for the second consecutive year, right? Think about it like this. let's throw ego into it because ego matters. Do you think the committee is willing to say that they got it wrong for the second straight year?
Yes. And the only reason I'm going to say it so emphatically like that is based on your point. You don't go 1-7 out of 2 years.
No. What I'm saying is, so that's why I'm saying they'll make the fix, because I don't think the committee is going to say, like, I don't think the committee is going to say that they picked it wrong, because to say that you know, that's to somehow say that going 1-7 was a problem of the matchups.
But
and it was just and if the matchups are the problem, then those picking and ranking the seeding are those who contributed to the matchups. So to correct the matchup problem is to say, oh, well, that is our fault. And I don't think the committee is going to admit that it's their fault. Oh, an interception. I don't think the committee is going to admit that they have a problem picking. I think they're going to say, well, exigent circumstances, outside factors like the rest we don't pick the rest, right? Necessarily. Well, that is an issue with the teams. That's an issue with the teams playing, not an issue with us picking the teams to play. That's an issue with the teams.
It has to do with scheduling.
Say again.
You can't. Here's my problem with that. Indiana blew that door. That one.
No, they didn't blow it out the water because they were the only one to do it. And in fairness, they didn't have as long of a layoff. They played in a Big Ten championship. They did not rest 25 days like Ohio State. They rested 18. So they don't even now. The fact that I think Georgia played in the championship, Georgia got a bye week, right? Georgia playing the SEC championship.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but so that might poke a dent in the theory, but
I can't hear shit.
But the what happened? Got a pin, roughing the passer. Oh, you got to be kidding me! Roughing the pass. They went into my. Oh man, I got them 47-0. I'm about to get. Listen, they about to look. They about to make me pay a fee on kind of how bad I'm representing the Buckeyes in here. But that's all right. We're gonna fix this. So no, Indiana didn't have as much rest because they played in the Big Ten championship.
So did Ohio State.
Oh yeah, so did Ohio State. Yeah, that's right. My bad. Yeah, they did have the same amount of rest. My bad. Yeah, they did. I had to think about that. Yes, they did. I was still trying to go into last year. No, you just look at the overall picture. No, they're the only team in 2 years to win off of the prolonged bye. Like, how good do we think Ole Miss is? Like Pete just outlined it for us. He said they only showed up in the fourth quarter. Let's say that it's a consensus view that Ole Miss not necessarily got lucky, but Ole Miss was sluggish until the fourth quarter, and they surprised the Georgia team that had to bye. Then what is Georgia doing playing down to a team of that caliber? If not being lethargic because of a prolonged sitting.
Don't get me wrong. I know that clearly has an impact here. I'm not going to deny that part of it. It's simply.
I think it's the biggest impact.
It very well could be, but we're talking a reason of excuses, right? What if they were running the table? What if it were 7-1? Right? Are we saying, oh, those teams playing that game have so less time to prepare that it's unfair for them? Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, it's possible to make that. It's possible that that argument would have been made because again, we see the absence of parity. So if they were 7-1 versus the team, then we see the absence of parity. What we see here is we see the absence of parity, and now we got to look at a common factor, right? I mean, it's like it's being objective. Absence of parity. 7 times the team with more rest gets embarrassed. Or get shocked or embarrassed. 7 times. What's the common factor in all the teams that lost? They had a longer rest schedule than the teams that they played against. So now we can look at that, right? It's got to do it's unless somebody's going to go in, well, NIL this and scholarship here and 5-star athlete here and all. Unless you want to do that, I haven't heard that analysis yet. Not to say that it doesn't exist or it can exist, but that's not the one people went to first. And we see this in any time. How many times have a team, think about how many Super Bowl runs, let's say in the pros, how many Super Bowl runs were won by wild card teams?
The Giants come to mind immediately.
The 9-7 Giants. The 9-7
Right.
Giants. They won the division in week 17. And went on to steamroll through the playoffs with Eli Manning, Hall of Fame Eli Manning. Yep, Hall of Fame Eli Manning. Sorry, I had to get there. Had to say that because people somehow doubt his greatness, even though his greatness was substantiated by having that second Super Bowl run.
But not better than Joe Flacco, according to you.
No, it's on the same level. And if Lee Evans makes that catch, Joe Flacco probably got 2 Super Bowls. How about that? But I digress. Nonetheless, he's on the same level.
So where I'm going with it is, to me, expansion has to happen. I agree with you that yes, you can't wait a month. Somebody used a good example to me yesterday. I heard by calling it like week 1. Because those guys have been off in another bowl game, right? Not a CFP game, just in another bowl game. They said there was a lot of rust there because they have not played competitively in a month, and it was the closest thing to play closer to week 1. So I'm with you. They have to adopt something. Either, I don't know how you can do this. You can't push the conference championships, like a week later and say, and assume that only, like, again, let's say teams participate in conference championship were void, like conference championships ran alongside the first round because the first round because of expansion would have nothing to do with those teams because they're all naturally ahead of it based on their ranking, I'm saying.
Okay.
So nobody would play until that second round or potentially that third round. But even then, I know theoretically that doesn't work. But because there is the possibility of a participant needing to ultimately play in that first round. But it does have to change. It does have to include more. We have to get guys like, unfortunately, that Notre Dame
have to include more.
Why? Because of 7, Gully. That's why.
Because what?
Because to me, that tells me that what I've always been saying from the jump, which is this BS. I'm tired of this BS of rankings in August being really the determining factor of who plays in what in December and beyond. Because it was a 2-loss team that if you lose every 6 weeks, it was not enough to kill you from participating in the thing that mattered the most. They were not going to move you back. And if you lost to a quality opponent, they really were not going to move you too far back. And how did you get that? Because of a ranking in August. And what does our host say? Well, what's the ranking in August mean?
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, it is. It's all potential.
So should there be no rankings until the first month of the season has elapsed?
Yeah. Well, but you got to start somewhere though. Excessive celebration.
The power. Yeah, I agree. You do have to start somewhere, but we're not going to get wholesale changes. You know, by getting to 18, you're less concerned about the number. You know, what number am I before late? You get what?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh my.
Oh my. This is terrible.
Now, how bad will we be ranking you after this?
51-0. This game is over with. They might put up 60 on me. I still got a minute 32 left.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
And with that, I'm gonna take a commercial break.
Yeah, we out of here. We're gonna figure something out.
Stop scrolling. Your perfect Frenchie is here. Redbird Frenchies in Kentucky has adorable pups from our newest litter, and even some sweet pups from our previous litter still looking for their forever homes. Don't wait. Visit redbirdfrenchies.com and bring home your new best friend today.
This is Josh Cribbs, 3-time NFL Pro Bowler, all-decade return specialist. And you're listening to the Shop Report.
Cleo Miller, former Cleveland Browns, and you're listening to the Shop Report.
Hi, this is Dick Ambrose. You're listening to the Shop Report, and go Browns.
Hey, this is the top dog, Hanford Dixon. Listen to the Shop Report.
This is Ernest Biner, and you are listening to the Shop Report.
Hey everybody, Jimmy Haslam, Cleveland Browns, and I can tell you, my favorite podcast is the Shop Report.
Private parties at Legacy Adventure Park. What all do you get? A personal guide to lead you through the day. A private shelter with your gear prepped for gameplay. Shuttles to and from 7 of the best fields in the state. Safe zones to watch the gameplay risk-free. And all the food, drinks, and gear to keep you in the game. Book your private party today at Legacy Adventure Park.
All right, just like that, we were back. We got some technical going now. See if Gully can do a little bit better here by going even further with rewinding the clock. Gully, how you feeling with this one?
Oh yeah, I feel confident. With Jerry Rice. I feel confident here. Oh no, I don't know.
Roger Craig, still not a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, it'll never make sense to me. It'll never make sense to me.
He ruined their legacy.
Oh, and look, he fumbled.
Oh my God!
Clip that. We gotta clip that. Yo, we gotta clip that. I did not make that happen, folks. So we gotta clip that. Yeah, we gotta clip that, Double J. Oh,
all right. Now we got Gully on the defensive side.
No, I'm the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh, okay. There we go. Well, you know, pardon me because of how you performed in the last game that I assumed if it was a negative result.
Look here.
Whoa.
Look here.
Whoa.
The bomb to John Taylor. Ooh, yeah. John Taylor. I was supposed to I pressed the wrong button. Yo, that's my new excuse.
Here we go again.
I pressed the wrong button.
All right, it is gone final. 13-3 is the final score. Seattle wins the division.
And do they secure home field advantage?
I believe so. So now that should open something up, I believe, for the Rams, who were planning on playing their starters anyway.
Yeah.
But now they have even more incentive when historically Sean McVay has actually done the opposite. He sat his starters when seating was available. What does that say to you, Gully?
It doesn't matter where we play. I want my guys to be as healthy as possible. And I love the confidence on it.
I'm saying that's what he used to do, and now he's going against that.
Well, if it's the opportunity to get wait a minute, so they won't be able to get number 1, right?
They can't get 1, but they can be 5 through 7.
They can be 5 through 7.
Correct, which means basically 1 home game in the wild card round.
Okay. They're under no danger of missing the playoffs, right?
Correct.
They clinched.
Yep, they'll be in. It's just where.
All right, they get.
So do you want to date in Philly, or do you want to play potentially Tampa or Carolina?
Well, I don't know. I think being able resting your guys, knowing that you've already secured a date in the postseason, I think I would take that over playing over potentially playing playing them now just to pick a spot in the in a wild card round. So I kind of not disappointed, but I wish he would have not betrayed his interest there.
See, I disagree. I think he learned a painful lesson last year, and potentially, Matt Stafford's not getting any younger, as we know. And what a catch.
John Taylor again. They keep leaving my boy open. Wait till Jerry Rice get cooking.
So does this have any impact to you on who the MVP is between
I need to kick that
Drake
ball,
May or Matt Stafford? Like, can the NFL MVP really be just in the wild card round?
Yeah.
On the road like that? Really?
Why not?
I don't know. Just to me, that doesn't really scream the best player in the league then.
It's all a popularity contest anyway, because even if we're talking about those guys, there's gonna be and I'm not saying it just in general, there's gonna be guys that really make a more solid case for being in the MVP race. So yes, your MVP could be in the wild card round, because perhaps your MVP is the reason why, based off the way the organization played, like, could end up in a wild card round. Like, for example, the way the Buccaneers fell off a cliff, it seemed like, to lead themselves to being 7-9 and end up, or 8-9 and end up in the playoffs. Let's say a game or two, they got 1 or 2 of those games that they didn't, and now they're 10-7. They would certainly be in a wild card round, and I think that Mayfield would be in the MVP conversation, would have remained in the MVP conversation. So to have your MVP, especially, and then if you're talking about it, right, he's in the wild card round at what, 11-6? Like, is it the same type of wild card team? You get what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Well, and so you would expect a run then?
I would anticipate one, yeah. I would say, yeah, he's capable of running the table. Sorry, I had to.
Yeah, I don't disagree.
Ronnie Lott with the hit stick.
Ronnie Lott, who's a part of that Bears staff that I talked about many moons ago, that's making some noise and naturally could be somewhere that Matt Stafford has to go against.
Hey, David Meggett. I think David Meggett was underrated as a runner. I think Dave Meggett was a pretty good. It should be 14-14, but I missed 2 extra points because I forgot the mechanic here. It's different than Tecmo Bowl. Oh.
And unfortunately, it looks like Dave Meggett is unfortunately incarcerated at the moment.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But as far as his stats,
You know that. Hey, listen. Let's have a life moment real quick when it comes to that. And then we could cue this off, and then let's have a life moment real quick. So you say Dave Meggett? Can you verify that first of all? That Dave Meggett is
it's verified. It's he essayed.
That's brutal. No, what I mean by that is, I recognize, like, because I was thinking about this in the car the other day. You know, Dave Meggett and SA is a vastly more depraved offense than, let's say, the character issues that people have with one actor who was a former SNL cast member and former cast member of another NBC show, with a diverse cast. I'll just say Chevy Chase. Like the episode of Community where LeVar Burton guest starred, and he didn't want to meet LeVar Burton because you never want to meet your heroes. I understand that now, because when you meet them, you're forced to recognize, you're forced to face the parts of him that you don't support, and it creates a conflict through the parts of him that are worthy of support. Dave Meggett was a great football player.
Dave Meggett, the person.
Yeah, and you have, and then now I have paused by saying Dave Meggett was a great football player, because Dave Meggett also did this other thing that I don't follow, I don't rock with at all. So, like one said, R&B musician who has the greatest catalog in music history. So we have to be able to, at some point, have enough intellectual integrity to be able to continue to showcase where a guy was good at an area that I'm talking about, versus because I think he's good in this area, I'm absolving him of I'm absolving him, or I'm endorsing the other parts of him that are not good. No, we got to be able to say, I'm talking about this aspect of a person. And I can continue to talk about this aspect of a person if I want to make an example. Because maybe, let's say somebody has a running style like David Meggett. All right, there are two options here. You could find a running back that ran like David Meggett that don't have depravity in their background. All right, cool. That means I got to do more homework. Or I could just talk about how David Meggett was when he had a Giants uniform on, because that's the only part of David Meggett I know, is when he played football on Sundays for the New York Giants, among other teams. I shouldn't have to. I think we try to hang each other up as a society when we try to having to put all of these asterisks behind our statements, when our statements ourselves provide enough context to say, I'm not talking about a person holistically when I'm speaking about one aspect. If I say R. Kelly got the greatest catalog in music history, I'm saying R. Kelly has the greatest R&B catalog in music history because of the songs he made, the emotions tied to them, and then the artists that he wrote for, the songs he produced. Nothing about that talks about his behavior. Because I don't know R. Kelly personally, so I kind of got an advantage where I don't know him personally, so I don't have to face the duality anyway. Just like millions of us don't know him personally, so we don't have to face that duality anyway. We should be from the position of where we are, third party, removed from the personality, from the personal behaviors, talking about this, because I'm gonna tell you what, during that time, the music that he made that was great, it colored our memories. Just like David Meggett, if he played, and you were a Giants fan back then in 89 to 91 or whatnot, he colored your memories because he was the running back when y'all team was great, at a great area of your fandom.
Now, what about Ric Flair, right? Who's came under fire with his recent rash of public interactions, which is, of course, to fill you in, he did a couple drops for people, via Cameo. and one was about congratulating essentially a guy for getting married, and he proceeded to say how that was a big mistake. And then another, he did a meet and greet, didn't acknowledge the guy whatsoever, was talking to somebody else, not even, again, like a staff member, signs the autograph, but never even looks at him. And then he says, just stand behind the table with him to get the picture, where he just kind of is like this.
Ric Flair's not my favorite wrestler. My favorite wrestler is Bret Hart, first of all. Second of all, for those who now are faced with the duality of Ric Flair being a jerk, that they're more than welcome to have their opinion of Ric Flair, the professional change. And then I could do that too, but I'm talking about the greatness therein of him doing a thing that I loved, professional wrestling. You see what I'm saying? Like I can't speak to that, or I won't use that because he wasn't doing that when he was in the ring having an all-time great battle with Dusty Rhodes or Ricky the Dragon Steamboat or Cactus Jack. That's why I adore that's why I love wrestling, because of what I've seen him do as a performer. The fact that he's a jerk is separate. So if I can speak about greatness, I'm like, hey, man, you want to control the crowd like Ric Flair in the ring, then I say that. You want to control the crowd the way Ric Flair did in the ring, not the way that Ric Flair did at Sky Harbor Airport. We have to be able to give ourselves the decency to know that if I'm speaking about a figure in context, I'm speaking about him in context, and I don't have to qualify myself by excluding things that I didn't mention in the first place. Hulk Hogan is one of the best professional wrestlers ever, and he probably was a racist. No, not probably. Yeah, he likely was. And he was a politic, and politics ruled a lot, and he put himself in certain positions. But inside the squared circle, his persona and he positioned himself such that when the lights shine, he made them brighter. Say what you will about him. That's what happened. So Hulk Hogan being one of the greatest professional wrestlers of all time, that's a statement that I'm comfortable in making. Is he my favorite? No. But is he objectively a figure to move the needle of sports, of sports entertainment? No question. We would be dishonest to say so, even though he's a racist, or he was a racist, or whatever, however you want to call it.
So you give him a
have
pass.
Words in this English language to be able to frame context and to be able to speak clearly and eloquently, such that if I say Kellen Winslow was one of the best college tight ends ever, that statement by itself should exist in its vacuum, because that's what I'm talking about Kellen Winslow Jr. One of the greatest college football tight ends. Aaron Hernandez was one of the best tight ends in the NFL during his era. That is the statement I'm making. I can go on and on. Tell me, who else?
Yeah, but why? Okay, so then why is it that you're capable of separating the two, but countless others, right? Bring up all the scandal with baseball, right?
Okay.
And letting these guys become Hall of Famers.
Is it because that they were using steroids?
Correct. So their performances, as you're pointing out, versus their character or judgment, you're able to separate these.
Correct. I think we all should. I think we have to come off. We have to stop demanding excellence in areas that we don't demand of it for ourselves. See, we bring unsavory parts of ourselves together to the forefront every day. We all have things like millions of us don't live up to our potential. And so we do things, we procrastinate. We might get around something. We might maybe not be as forthcoming in this effort, in this job, in this position, but then we'll criticize Hulk Hogan for effectively doing the same thing. It's just that, okay, you work at an office and you move paper. You work at Dunder Mifflin. He works for the WWF. He does the same. He pulls the same shenanigans that, this guy at the office does. But why is it more amplified? Why is it like, oh man, that guy just gets...
Well, he's the public figure, right? The guy at the post office is not.
Okay, right. So because he's a public figure, now we get to ridicule his unsavory shenanigans, even though you got a guy that you co-work, that you eat lunch with every day, that's done the same thing to get his promotion. But you don't really care about that. You don't not mess with him. You don't not eat with him at the lunch table. You don't not celebrate the potluck or whatever else. But Hulk Hogan, because he's public, he do the same thing in his arena, in his job that this guy does. So I can't say, Hulk Hogan had a great match with Andre the Giant. Great storytelling. I can't say that because of whatever else he does that I don't have nothing to do with. That I did not submit as the reason for his greatness. Remember, I'm not suggesting that everything that you see about these guys are the reasons why I think that they're good or great. I'm not suggesting that Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s personal out of the ring antics are the reason why I think he's the best boxer ever. And reasons why I think if you want to learn how to box and you don't know how, and you want to frame a reference for how to box, you watch Floyd Mayweather Jr. and watch any of his 50 professional fights. If I say that statement in whole, I'm not suggesting that I'm not suggesting that he's a great person, that he is a role model, that he is emblematic of everything you should aspire to be as a human being or as a man. I'm saying if you're trying to do this thing, he did this well. Because I'm going to tell you what, it's a whole lot of people that want to nitpick that drive Audis and BMWs and Mercedes. And you know what? All those people have in common, they owe one said guy that wears this a lot. Because of this innovation in his automotive innovation and thinking about creating that Autobahn that helped to advance all three of those German automobiles car makers in turn proliferating them to world-renowned automakers, right? So if I say it in a can, let that statement be where it is. Now, I think we owe each other. I think it's important for you to qualify yourself by being specific. But once I provide context for why I'm saying a person, why I'm using a person in a positive example, given a perspective, we don't need to have a sideways discussion because I didn't offer that sideways material as a reason why I'm saying he's great. Let's use the sense that God gave a jackass and understand what I'm saying in context. Remember, but like my grandma would say, sense ain't common. And when people do stuff like that, we can tell either they lack common sense, they lack applying common sense, or they're looking just for an argument. Now, I'm one of the guys, if you're ready for one, I'm here for it. But it might get personal quickly because you're making it personal because you're doing that when I've already told you by context what it is I may like about a person who might have shady aspects of their character. So if I say Kellen Winslow or Aaron Hernandez, or if I say Bill Cosby, or if I say Michael Jackson, even though we already know how that went, we already know the truth of the matter there. I'm talking about them in a certain aspect. I'm not offering up what's behind the scenes that I didn't offer up when I say they're great.
Interesting.
Oh, let's see. Roger Craig. All right. We get back to it. Hold on, let's see, man. Oh, good job, John Taylor. I got to get Jerry Rice involved, man. I got to get Jerry Rice involved.
Yeah, but you got a good thing going. It looks on that side of the field there. It's been there all day.
Yeah, it has been. It has been. So let's see something here. Hey, take me down for a second.
cracks on your pavement surfaces can take hours and be torturous on your body. Until now. Bicracky Weed Removal Tool was designed specifically to clean pavement cracks in a fraction of the time, all while standing up. Bicracky's patented design incorporates a two-sided steel blade and is encased by a durable fiberglass shell. Simply use the large end to clean big gaps, then rotate and use the small tip for narrow gaps. Made in the USA, Bicracky eliminates weeds to the root and is environmentally friendly. Bicracky. Save your back while you clean your crack.
Gary Cunningham, and you watching the Shop Report.
Hey, this is Doug Flynn of the New York Mets. Well, a few other teams, of course, too. And you're watching the Shop Report.
Hi, I'm Heath Bell from the New York Mets, and you're listening to the Shop Report podcast. Yeah!
Hey, CO Moore, tune in live to the Shop Report, man. Checking in with the Chicago Bears. You heard it here first.
All right, just like that, we are back. We got Gully doing something here in the technical bowl.
I pressed the wrong button. I did, man. I pressed the wrong button. I was finally I got juked. I was finally gonna get Jerry Rice involved, and I pressed the wrong button. That's all right. We're gonna say that. We're gonna get him involved. Boom. Bam. Oh, okay. You know, like Lawrence Taylor, Michael Irvin, Ray Lewis. If I'm talking about them I'm talking about the gridiron, then that's the perspective we want to leave. Shannon Sharpe. Another one I can name.
Oh, there's unfortunately, there's countless others, right? But how much of that has to do with traumatic brain injuries as well, right?
Chris Benoit.
Well, you're just gonna forget ripping the Band-Aid.
No, you're right. Get the Band-Aid, bro. Oh, I need a touchdown. Matt Barr. Oh, I hated this because by the time Matt Barr was, he had left Cleveland. Matt Barr was our guy. And he had left Cleveland. All right, let's get Jerry Rice involved. Uh-oh. I don't think I can. Uh-oh. Oh, Joe Montana scrambling. Joe Montana with 15 yards. Let's try it again. Oh, Pepper Johnson with the sack. Oh, 2nd and 19. We got to get Jerry Rice involved. He don't have a catch for the day. Can you believe that? Oh, intercepted. No, Jerry Rice in coverage, because that's what Jerry Rice does. In coverage. I sure enough thought that was picked.
Threaded the needle.
Oh, Lawrence Taylor with this. I'm just getting ate up.
Man, what a defense.
4th and 16. All right, yeah. All right. We got. They're not getting. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, look at Tom Rathman. Oh, it's 1:32 seconds left. Oh, it's coming down to the wire. Got him involved. Touchdown, Jerry Rice.
There it is.
18-7. Nah, I need to make this field goal, huh?
Now, what do you do here?
Oh, you can only do something. This is 1991.
Oh, that's right.
Woo. First extra point made this afternoon for the San Francisco 49ers. Now we holding on to a 2-point lead with David Meggett. Oh, brings it out.
Oh no.
No, he all right. Out to the 21. All right, so now we got to hold him here. So we need this defense to Romanowski. Let's see where. Hold on, where Romanowski at? All right, Romanowski drops in the coverage. Boom. All right, they call it a timeout. So what we gonna? I think they're gonna try to go deep. Oh yeah. All right, bam. We got May drop back to coverage. Oh, delayed handoff. Oh, he almost got it. 16 seconds. Yeah, they gotta throw this joint. 3rd and 3.
Running out of time.
Oh, they got the first down.
The underneath stuff.
No, this is it. This is for the game right here. 5 seconds left. They have to. All right, go. Ronnie Lott drop back in coverage. Oh! Ah! Woo!
What happened?
I stopped. It was a deep play. It was caught.
What a game.
Yeah, what a game.
Himself, ladies and gentlemen.
What a game. Yeah. John Taylor had 4 catches for 114 yards. Joe Montana, 84% completions, 240 yards. Roger Craig, 5 touches for 53 yards. Otis Anderson actually was the rushing leader, even though Dave Mega had the ball. We must have did a lot to stop him. So look at that. That's how we get it done, ladies and gentlemen. That's how you get it done on Tecmo Bowl.
So Gully, I want to get your thoughts here. We had a player who was drafted to the NBA just make his return to college. And Baylor lost tonight, 69-63, in spite of that.
As well they should. When you have a guy at a point, yeah, that's game in the system. Once you declared you are a professional and you played in the professional ranks, college basketball is forfeited for you because you've played professional. You know, it muddies the water. It's not like a separate league. It's not international. It's not a separate league. It is a stage of development that we're saying, non-professional versus professional. Even if the guys get paid, they're not necessarily paid professionals, unless I'm mistaken. So when you have a guy who's played professionally among the professional ranks, he's got a level of experience and a level of exposure that's different that he can take down to the college level. It's wholly a betrayal of the system. And I don't understand it. Like, I don't get it. Like, I don't see a justification for it.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I think this is where I'm almost at a point where I think the NCAA is intentionally allowing it in order to maybe get what their desired outcome would be, which is some kind of true governing body above themselves to intervene, which I am torn on that as well. But this is where I think I draw a line in the sand. I'm cool with everybody getting paid. But if you've stepped foot or signed a contract with a pro team, a two-way deal, enough's enough. You're not coming back.
Right.
So also to suggest that he had 5 points and 4 fouls.
5 points and 4 fouls. I mean, yeah. They wanted to make sure that, you know what? Nah, bro. You're gonna have to earn it for it. You have to earn it. I don't know that'll last forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, eventually he's gonna break through. But I think the statement was made emphatically. Like, this is a disrespect to college football. I mean, college basketball. This is disrespect to college sports anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I like how John Calipari said it, where, you know, this isn't, we have professional basketball with no, you know, this is a Jamie Dixon, former Pitt coach who's at TCU now. They call it what it is. We have professional basketball with no cap, no draft, no rules, no interpretation.
Yep.
And to me, that's I got a big problem with that, especially because you know what, my team is one that, in particular, right or wrong, and I could lean and be the first to say that it's wrong to do it the right way.
All right.
And you know, again, from a purist vantage point, right? We still recruit high school players.
Right.
There is a broader ripple effect when you look at it. Like, why would I ever get a high school player?
Right.
Why would I want to develop anybody?
Correct. I could just go grab a guy who wants. I can just go sign a guy who wants to who's already built, already, you know, who's already complete, and then put him on my college team versus another school who's developing talent, right? That's cheating in a sense. I mean, hey, like they said, like I seen it, you know what I'm saying? LeBron James got some eligibility.
Right.
Well,
Literally.
At least in LeBron James' case, I kind of would want to see him play college. I want to see him play
at 40 years old.
Only if he plays for Ohio State. And the reason why is because all them damn jerseys that he sold, and he never played college football. He never played a day in college. It'll just, you know, legitimize those jerseys. I ain't never seen it. That's the biggest farce ever. That's the biggest Mandela effect, revisionist history ever. But I mean, hey, more power to him. Oh, I think I missed this one. Oh, I got it. Yeah, we're dominating right now. Pete, I don't know if you noticed that I picked the Buffalo Bills, and I'm the Los Angeles Raiders. Hey, I got a question for you. Who's the biggest cheat code in video game sports? Is it really Tecmo Bowl, Bo Jackson, or Madden 04 Michael Vick?
No, it's Bo Jackson. It's not even close.
I don't know, man. I think it's closer than people think. Michael 04, Madden 04 Michael Vick. I mean, all right, let's see if I can. All right, man. Okay, here we go. This is Bo Jackson right here. All right. I'm gonna take it all the way back. All right, in the end zone. Let's go. I did it wrong. I didn't. Hey, but listen, look, we're gonna run it out though. Watch what Bo Jackson does. I'm 2nd and 77. Bam. 2nd and 77. Up. All right, that's all right. We on 3rd and 68, 3rd and 58, 3rd and 55. Oh, even with the blitz. All right, that's all right. We're gonna get it together. On 4th and 62. 4th and 64. Watch this. 4th and 64. Oh, yes. 4th and 64. He's gone. Oh, no, he's not. He stopped at the 50. Oh, maybe I ain't that dude. Or maybe my 04 Michael Vick might be a bigger cheat code.
Michael Vick can't go back 50 yards like that and do what you just did.
But the game engine couldn't. I mean, but he could. Listen, bro. You couldn't put a spy on him. You couldn't put a spy on him because if you put a spy on him, he just running straight for him and then he gone. Plus, he had a cannon. And low key, Thurman Thomas was that dude on this game too. I ain't even bothered to tell you. Uh-oh. Let's see. Yeah, when we get these controls together, we're going to be back at NCAA Game Breaker for sure. Got him.
Oh, maybe I didn't. Aaron Wallace. That took a lot to bring him down. He was like Superman. No, they're going to miss this field goal. I'm going to get there. No, I ain't. But he ain't going to miss it. That's way too far. Oh, never mind. He got it. Scott Norwood. If he had done that a year earlier, history might be different. I'm sorry. I kind of really wanted the Bills to win that Super Bowl versus the Giants. I really did. The fact that they went to 4 straight. 4 straight, man. Went 0 for 4. Like, oh, that's brutal. Because I really didn't see them. I really didn't see them losing to Washington. And that was just amazing to me. They lost to Washington the next season.
Yeah, that was the one I really kind of. That should have been the one that, if you could revise the history.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going for it because I'm.
But do you notice though the NFC East, right?
Uh-huh.
Because 2 of those are the Cowboys. One's
it's
the
all
Giants,
NFC
right?
East. It's all in. Yeah. That entire. Yep. 2 of those was the Cowboys, and yeah, and the Giants and the Redskins. The only team didn't get the divisions were much bigger, but the Eagles didn't get none of that, and they had Randall Cunningham. Why'd he jump? Oh, Andre Reed. Oh, I got to get there. Oh, it's a competitive one.
It's heating up.
It is heating up for sure. Which one you want me to try for next week?
Well, you know what? I was going to say you could definitely ask the audience. For one, if possible, my request would be WCW NWO World Tour.
World Tour or Revenge?
Oof. Potentially, if we could get both, that would be
all right. Cool. All right. Yeah, we can cue that up. Yeah, we can.
I'd like to see a Royal Rumble match as well.
Ooh, okay. We can cue that up. Yeah, because I was going through. A matter of fact, last week I was going through the United States Heavyweight Championship. I was running everybody over with Bret the Hitman Hart and Revenge. Oh, steps through the pocket. Really? Oh, Lofton with the catch. Yeah, Ricky Ellison. All right, cool. So we'll get some WCW NWO Revenge and World Tour. You know what's crazy about World Tour is that as great as the game was, the characters wasn't height proportion. So like the Giant and Rey Mysterio was the same size. Even though they had a significantly different moveset, they was the same size. That to me was crazy. Oh, almost caught. Let's see what we got going. What a catch. Andre Reed. It's tied up. Let's see if I can get this stop. Oh, no. I'm down 17-16. With 2 minutes left. 2:45 left in the third. So which was the better game then? Was it Revenge or was it World Tour? Because it was first.
I'm going with Revenge. I think on the success of the one.
Yeah, Marcus Allen.
And what a duo,
so,
right?
Was it a better sequel than the NHL 94? I said NHL 94 was the best sequel.
I would put it, yeah, without a doubt. I think it certainly is up there, and it would, all those different venues, and just to me, you had Bash at the Beach, you had Sold Out, right? Starrcade comes to mind, right? So, and then of course, as I mentioned, the volume of characters and the ability to adjust the factions, is just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, that's true. You could adjust the
period of
faction.
time.
Yeah. And then you could play for those other titles. That was a neat thing to me, to be able to play that, to be able to get like an IWGP. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was huge, man. That
was.
Think about that. That was a completely different promotion.
Right.
Can you do that today? The answer is no. It's not. TNA's not in there.
They're not adding TNA at all, even unless it's fan made, right? But it's not natively built into future WWE titles.
No, it would be downloadable content, and see what I'm saying? Like that's not the same to me.
Well, right? I think it is. I think downloadable.
We didn't pay extra for that,
huh?
We didn't have to pay extra.
No, you didn't have to pay extra for it, but in terms of authentic, if you will, or official development, even if it came down the line versus, let's say if it was the user mod community that did it, it would be like, I mean, that would be sort of cool too, but it would kind of miss the point of what we're saying. I think if it came later, because remember, the thing about these deals are that deal or that negotiation to be able to get TNA or AAA came during the middle of a production season, right? So whatever TV rights that existed beforehand didn't exist prior to the development of said version of the game. So I wouldn't want to penalize them. I mean, I do appreciate the foresight that, let's say, WCW had to go prior to development of the game and acquire those licenses. But in a different media landscape that we have now, to be able to let's say midstream or slightly after the fact add that, if TNA and AAA were to be added to WWE 2K25-26 by the development team, I would appreciate that. Let's see if we can get Thurman Thomas Thurman Thomas been low. Oh, he been cooking. Oh no. He like Bo Jackson, who he ain't the only one. Let's see if we can stop this kick now. I picked the wrong guy. I gotta find Howie Long. He's still a beast in there. Let's see. All right. It's the fourth quarter, 3-4. Oh, I'm down. Okay, I need to make a sustained drive here. Boom, bam. I need to run the clock. You need to play. Don't worry about it. I'm Bo Jackson. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Uh-oh. I need this first down. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. Yeah, run the clock down. Here we go. Let's see if we get Tim Brown involved. Maybe not. Jay Schrader. Oh, all right. Cool. I'm good with that. 2nd and 10. Bam. Oh. Uh-oh. 3rd and 9. Look, here come the blitz. Oh, we at 4th and Let's see what we're going to do. Marcus Allen? No, we're going to throw it 4th and 15. We got it. Oh, they read the play. Oh, incomplete pass. Oh, no, we need to stop. We need to stop.
Oh, no.
We need to stop. Oh, my God.
Are we going to end the night with the win?
Oh,
no.
Oh,
no.
He broke it. He could go.
Dude, I thought he went out of bounds.
He did go out of bounds. Oh, no. We got to stop. Hold on.
We got a challenge.
We need to stop the clock.
Under 2 minutes, is there a booth review? Can we get some help?
No, this is 1991. Oh, stop the clock. Oh. Yo, they cannot score a touchdown.
Looking,
right.
Incomplete.
53 seconds. Oh, boy. All right. We cannot allow a touchdown. We cannot allow a touchdown. Where's Howie Long? Oh! Incomplete pass. All right. They're going to go for a field goal. All right. Howie Long. Where's Howie Long? Oh boy, Scott Norwood. Oh man. So here we go. 30 seconds left. Just down the ball. Just dive. Just dive. Just dive. Just dive. Oh, 17 seconds. What we doing? Whose hands we putting it in? Of course, we go. Put it in Bo Jackson's hands. Let's go. Oh, and they read the play.
Oh no.
No, Bo Jackson again.
4, 3, 2.
This is it. This is it. This is it. This is it. He could go all the way. Touchdown, Bo Jackson. Yes.
A walk-off win.
This is how you win a game. This is how you win the game. This is how you do it, folks. You pull victory out of the jaws of defeat. Yes, sir.
A walk-off winner.
With
that, Gully, any final thoughts from you?
Listen, 180. Listen, both Bo Jackson and Thurman Thomas ended with 181 yards rushing.
Wow.
Jay Schrader, I had 25 passing yards. No, 22 passing yards. QB Bills, which was Jim Kelly, had, one catch for 22 yards. You mean tell me I only made one pass today? Got it done on the ground. That's all it needed. Final thoughts. Listen, think about that rest and rescheduling for the college football playoff. In the era of constant expansion, go ahead for it. I think 12 teams is enough. And I can tell you each passing year that I hear cries about an expansion, even though we have a playoff, it makes me miss the BCS all the more. And I never thought I would miss the BCS. I said that 10 years ago when the BCS was gone on a podcast. If you can go find it, we can archive it. We'll bring it up. But the Big Ten is legit, even if Ohio State doesn't show it all the time. Certainly Indiana has a chance to really show that the playing field for college football has changed. The SEC is not as dominant as they used to be, and they're not as dominant as they once were, or that's the same as used to be. But point is the Big Ten now, because if it goes right between Oregon or Indiana, that means the Big Ten will have won its third straight national championship. Let's see if it happens. What about you, Double J?
Yeah, I have to echo that. I will say this. Unfortunately, SEC fans, look, I know you got it still, but I think this is it. I think it's time to reassess that turned.
Yeah.
And I don't like the move by Lane Kiffin. I think as much as I dislike IU, I applaud what Curt Cignetti is doing. And I think at this point in time, it should be, if you already got a good thing going at this day and age where money talks, you should be able to, as long as you have the support of that admin, then you should have more. You should be able to win a national title with an Ole Miss, or with an, if you can't, and certainly with an Indiana at this point in time. If they're playing ball on the administrative side from the alumni side of things. So gone are the days of the blue bloods. I think we're now going to see the new bloods.
Correct. Yeah, and everybody moving and changing. Coaches are reaping what they sow. And even when Lane Kiffin, among others, trying to move, now you can see what it's like when you have players that are able to move with such freedom. The volatility that comes with that, and the lessons about, fortitude and staying in the situation and thriving, those lessons do ring true in some cases, but I don't think it is the only lesson to be learned here. I'll put it this way, and to make it make sense. Even in this era, I don't think that we know who Joe Burrow is if he remained at Ohio State. So in certain cases, the ability to move with freedom, the ability to have that option is as necessary as the ability to stay in a situation and make it work for you. Sometimes there's just an impasse. And I think Joe Burrow is among those situations where there was just an impasse. There was no way he was going to get the opportunity to deliver at that grand stage if he had not moved to LSU from Ohio State. I don't think that there are thousands of cases of Joe Burrow cases in college football. I may not think that there are hundreds, but there's certainly more than one, more than enough to substantiate. Sometimes this is the option to make. Perhaps I'm saying he's the exception, so we should not make it the rule, but the exceptions should be allotted. College football coaches have been able to make those exceptions for decades. I don't like the move that Lane Kiffin did in the way that because we understand what it means to recruit a player, to have a player get to a situation, to stay in such situation, and then there's upheaval. So yes, those are both sides of the same coin. My point is, only coaches have been able to exploit it, and it's always disservice to players. Now, with the landscape moving, now coaches are forced to have to experience what they've done, what they've been able to do for decades, because it's happening to them. So now we can get some parity. Now that we have parity in this volatility, now we can get some rules that benefit, that compromise both sides. So hopefully this chaos, now that both sides are able to wield such chaos, can bring true compromise.
Absolutely. And again, it appears our host should be returning this time next week. And so be on the lookout for that and some upcoming trending topics, I'm sure. Absolutely. And then potentially you'll see Gully and I somewhere potentially in between getting that world tour and or revenge as well.
And like you say, for our hosts, Barbershop, Double J, our guy, Brother Rich, and all of those in between. Thank you for supporting the shop. And if you don't allow me to do the words, you okay if I do them?
Yeah, oh yeah. You really want to know what's going on?
Next time you really want to know what's going on, come to the shop. Walk-ins are always welcome. Holla.
Holla.